beat the prices at Willie's Appliances.
You're listening to
Estás escuchando
WLIE
WLIE
540 AM,
540 AM.
home to the most variety in programming in the tri-state area.
El hogar de la mayor variedad de programación en la área triestatal.
Programs by our community,
Nacidos en la comunidad
for our community.
para el beneficio de la comunidad.
You've called me
This is Higher Ground with Pastor Gary Grant,
and First Lady Grant,
inviting you to tune in with us on WLIE 540 AM and online at WLIE540am.com every Saturday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. as we expound the gospel of grace. We're also here to pray for you. Remember, God is still blessing in this season.
Want to get your business, product, or service on the radio? Use our 10,000 watt signals. Get your message to the entire tri-state area. Find out how to connect instantly at WLIE540am.com.
The views, opinions, and statements expressed in the following program reflect the views of program contributors and do not necessarily reflect the views of WLIE Radio, its management, or its sponsors. For questions and comments, please send us an email at WLIE540amradio@AOL.com or visit us at WLIE540am.com.
Fill my eyes with that double vision.
This is Double Vision, WLIE 540 AM, serving New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. I'm Steve Vaccaro. Your vision, our vision, Double Vision. Darlene is not here today. George, what's the deal here?
Missing in action again.
I don't know.
I'm guessing she's on vacation.
She has a skiing thing now, so she's
skiing addiction at this point.
I think so. But I know she's having a good time with the family, and that's what it's all about, isn't it?
Yeah, not me. I would have broke many legs by now.
I know. That's
two.
why you and I are in the studio. We have so many people in the studio, but I have
It's a packed house.
It's a packed house. It
Very
always is a
exciting.
packed house here in Double Vision.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to join in, please do it 631-955-5400. And please join us here because we have some wonderful, wonderful guests that are doing amazing things. And the Philadelphia Eagles have done some amazing things also.
The entire town of Philadelphia has done some amazing things.
What's going on? It's
after
not
their
just a
Super Bowl
parade.
victory.
They just kind of tear the town apart.
Right.
It's like Philadelphia versus Philadelphia.
Dedication right there, I gotta say.
I mean, cars
Philadelphia.
burning, people jumping on.
But I gotta say, the outcome of that game was great. I gotta say, I loved seeing the Patriots lose the Super Bowl. I can never get enough of that.
I know. But
Never see that enough.
the week before, I was torn because I'm a Viking fan, as everybody knows.
You poor,
And we
poor
were
guy.
on the verge of having the Super Bowl in Minnesota,
Yep.
and it didn't happen.
Yeah, you had your Vikings flag up and everything here in the studio.
Yes, I know.
And then they got their butts whooped.
And they got that butts whipped.
Yeah.
And so anyway, congratulations to the Eagles. And I understand it was like 2 to 3 million fans at their parade in Philly yesterday.
Where I was watching at the bar was torn because there was people rooting for the Patriots because they disliked the Eagles so much because of the rivalry with the Giants.
Right.
But for me, I love the cheesesteaks, and I've been to Philadelphia. I have a great time there every time I go, so I was rooting for Philadelphia.
So, but Broad Street, none better than Broad Street down there, right? And right down, you get the cheesesteaks. And
South
but
Street
anyway,
as
it's amazing. Football is over, and baseball is right around the corner. And so Yankee Met fans will have some exciting guests coming down the road here. And I don't know if we have a call.
You definitely do have a phone call right now, and I wonder if they want to talk about the Super Bowl, too.
Okay, well, is the caller there on WLIE?
The caller is here.
Hi, who is this, sir?
This is Mel from Mount Vernon.
Mel from Mount Vernon. I know you kind of follow me around here because you do some great things, but you're also a sports fan. What did you think about the Super Bowl?
I thought the Super Bowl was an outstanding game. Very pleased with the result.
Why is that? Why are you pleased with the results? Because we went back and forth. You know I'm a Viking fan, so you can't be that pleased.
You're a Viking fan. I'm a Giant fan.
Right.
And the rules are that Giant fans aren't supposed to pull for the Eagles, but I do not like the New England Patriots even a little bit.
What?
So
that's what George says.
They win the Super Bowl every other year, basically. Every other year, they're winning the Super Bowl, pretty much. So
every other year they win the Super Bowl. They're very good. Tom Brady is an outstanding quarterback. I do not like seeing them win.
He's too good. He's too good looking. Can't take it.
I know. He was the only guy.
I don't know if I guess he's good looking, but I just don't like the All-American boy image, and they're cheating every chance they get. Not that everybody else isn't.
Deflategate.
There we go. You know, half our fans are coming from New England area. You know that now, don't you?
Oh, that's fine.
Okay, just saying.
They
Just
like
saying.
New England.
We're just keeping it real.
Just saying. When you travel up north, just watch out for yourself. I care about you.
No, I can handle myself.
Okay, all right.
He's from New York.
All right. Well, Mel, you do much more than just watch football games. I know that you're involved with the Boys and Girls Club in Mount Vernon, and you have a big shindig on Sunday. Tell our listeners a little bit about it.
Well, this Sunday at Maggie Spillane's, 571 Gramerton Avenue in Mount Vernon, we are having a spoken word concert where our teens will perform original pieces of poetry. And we've got some musicians coming to play music. Jeffrey Ballard, an outstanding saxophone player.
Yes, from Long Island.
And a young singer named Mecca.
Okay.
Who are going to perform in a professional setting before a live audience. And we're trying to raise a little money for the teen program at the Boys and Girls Club of Mount Vernon. So if you're in the Mount Vernon area, please come on by, 6 p.m., 6 to 10. It's a great time. The Chapters Rap will be there.
That's right. We'll be there.
And we've got 7, 8 performers. And it's going to be a great time. It's a great time to see young people doing positive things.
Yeah, we have a youth hero in studio. You guys stick around, listen to Logan, my man here. He's going to tell everybody about what he does. But how can people get tickets?
Well, tickets are available through our website, bgcmvny.org. Tickets will be available at the door. And, through PayPal. If you can't come and want to support our teen program, you can make a straight donation to the event, and all of the funds raised will go towards the teen programs at the Boys and Girls Club of Mount Vernon.
In 60 seconds or less, Mal, tell everybody about the Boys and Girls Club and why every community should have one.
Well, the Boys and Girls Club is a comprehensive youth development program. We serve children from ages 6 to 13 in our after-school program, 14 to 20 in our teen program, and we try to help create tomorrow's leaders. We teach young people about responsibility, values, and treating each other well. A lot going on at the Boys and Girls Club. It is a place where young people can come, be safe, and learn about life and prepare for their future.
It's an amazing program all across the land here, across America. And I've been so thankful to be a part of your spoken word for the last 5 years. So I want to thank you very much for bringing me back. I don't know why you keep bringing me back, but I love it when I'm there. You never let me read a poem, but I'm emceeing. So I really love the energy from the staff, from the families, from the children to the board members, from that community. It's wonderful.
It is a great atmosphere. We need to be more supportive of our youth. We tend to focus on when young people do bad things, and
right.
I'm trying to focus on when they do good things. And Sunday at Maggie Spillane's, our teams will be doing great things.
Well, Mel Campos, real quick, one more time, how can people get tickets if people are driving on the highway here wanting to go to the event?
Yeah, please come on out. You will not be disappointed.
All right. Repeat that website one more time.
bgcmvny.org.
All right. Mel Campos, CPO of the Mount Vernon Boys and Girls Club. God bless all your efforts. I will see you Sunday, and I can't wait to see everybody, all the young people reading their poetry.
See you Sunday. Thanks for your support, and thanks to all your listeners.
Thank you. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and our youth hero, Logan, is in studio, and he'll tell us all about what he's doing along with a bunch of teachers from Waverly Avenue.
Who says being cheap is a good thing? CheapoAir.com. That's who. There's nothing wrong with getting more for your money with being smart with being cheap. Download, click, or call now to save on flights, hotels, and rental cars. Go ahead. Be smart. Be cheap. Book online or call 888-657-7773. And if you're not already a member, join the Cheapo Air Rewards program and get started with 500 instant points to use on future CheapoAir.com purchases.
CheapoAir.com.
Go ahead. Be cheap.
Hero, you are my hero. You are my hero. You are my hero. My hero. You are my hero. You are my hero. You are my hero.
This is Double Vision on WLIE 540 AM, serving New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. If you want to join in, please do it. 631-955-5400. I'm your host, Steve Vaccaro. Darlene is skiing up in the mountains somewhere, so we miss her very much. But in studio, we have a young hero, Logan Valance. Welcome to the show, sir, or young man.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have you ever been on the radio before?
No, I have not.
Okay, so you are doing heroic things. You are a young man that wants to help young people. Why is that?
I just want to help regular kids with cancer get back to their normal lives at their house, enjoy their school lives, enjoy their life. Just be happy with the way their life is.
Because sometimes they may be having difficult times. So what you're doing, you're putting a smile on their face and giving them hope, right?
Yes.
When did you get involved with this? How did you do this? When did you first start?
I started last year.
Okay. And who helped you along with this?
My two teachers, Miss Fulcher and Mrs. Sexton.
Okay, so they're both in studio here. Miss Fulcher, talk about Logan, young man here.
So Logan is very brave. We've been doing St. Baldrick's event for the last 4 years. This is our 4th year. Last year, Logan, among 60 other students at Waverly Avenue, shaved their head, and we raised almost $40,000.
Wow.
Over the last 3 years, we've raised $100,000 combined. This year, our goal is to raise $50,000. We so far have over 13,000 raised, and we have almost 55 students shaving their heads.
That's amazing. Miss Sexton, what's your role in this all?
So I help Miss Fulcher and Mr. Rigero get all of the hair extensions and raffle baskets because during the event we raffle off baskets and raise money that way as well. We sell hair extensions to the girls, and they're also able to cut their hair for Wakes for Kids. So if they don't want to shave their heads, they can donate their hair on stage as well.
That's wonderful. And what is the most rewarding aspect over the last couple of years of what you ladies do?
Just seeing the community come together, Waverly Avenue, the parents, the teachers, the students, all being together on that big stage in our cafeteria. Last year, we had one of our very own teachers shave her head.
Wow.
And this year, her daughter is actually shaving her head this year.
Oh, okay.
So just being all together, being a team. We have other elementary schools from Sachem community jumping in on our event as well, just to support us. It's a huge event that we have at Waverly.
Right. And Ms. Sexton, what's the most rewarding aspect for you?
Just seeing, I know that there are people in our community that have actually shaved their heads on stage that were touched by cancer in some way in their life, either a loved one or them themselves have had cancer. So just hearing their story and knowing that we're helping so many people with this horrible disease.
Right. And Logan, are you looking forward to Wednesday? What's your role and what do you do Wednesday when everything is happening? Are you there to help? How do you help people on the day that this is all happening on February 14th?
I help by...
So February 14th is when we do the sweat and shave
Okay.
Koga workout, and every student's going to bring $1 in to help raise money for St. Baldrick's. But where Logan could take place is on March 12th, the Shave Day.
Okay, Shave Day. So how do you help on Shave Day?
Basically, what I do is get out on stage, and I wait till they call my name. I get up on stage, and I shave my head, and then raises money for the cancer kids.
Okay, so you're the leader that you're going to get your head shaved on stage. That's pretty cool. And you're going to set the tone for everybody, young people shaving their heads. That's an amazing thing that you do. And you started this last year. I think we have your principal on the line. Are you there, sir?
Yes, hello. Hey, Logan.
Yeah, there you go. There's the biggest smile.
Mr. Sexton.
Hi.
Yeah, we got your crew here, and this is Double Vision. Talk about the event that's coming up.
Well, first of all, you have three of the best in your studio.
Okay.
St. Baldrick's is awesome. They do a lot for children, giving their life back. It is something that has touched me personally with a good friend of mine whose daughter was diagnosed, and that's where I started getting the schools involved with St. Baldrick's. This is the fourth year we're doing it at Waverly, and I'm very excited to share that with this year's fundraising, it will put us over $100,000 that our community has raised for St. Baldrick's. So it's unbelievable.
That's amazing. So, as a principal, you must be very proud of the three people that are in the studio right now, but also your entire school.
Yeah, our school is probably one of the most charitable communities that I've ever been a part of. And what really has been nice is that the students and families are constantly looking now to do good work in the community and for others, and that really has been the essence of why we do this. And we pretty much are doing different charitable events almost every month at the school with the students, and a lot of them are brought to our attention by them. So it's been great.
So, Mrs. Fulcher, at the very beginning of everything, how did you organize all this? How did it all come together for you?
So Mr. Aguero came from the middle school, and he brought this to our elementary school.
Okay.
And we kind of just jumped on with him. We started little at first, little donations here and there. And then I just get more ideas on how to add to the event. Last year, we had a DJ company come in. We have lots of raffle baskets. So each year we try to add on to it to just promote and get the community aware of this is what we're doing.
Right. And Ms. Sexton, the day of, or the leading up to it, it must be really exciting to see the community and the school coming together. How was that experience for you?
Yes, I mean, it's amazing to watch how many kids step up to shave their heads, to get hair extensions. They make web pages. The parents in the community are so generous, and the amount of money we raised is so beyond what we ever thought we could do. So we look forward to this every year.
We even get people that are family members coming in that day that want to shave.
Right.
So they didn't even sign up prior. They just see everyone shaving their head or cutting their hair, and they just are just motivated to do it.
I mean, the stats are so alarming. It says childhood cancer is the #1 disease killer of children in the United States. It also says every 2 minutes a child is diagnosed with cancer, and the average age of a child diagnosed with cancer is 6. So what you guys are doing, you're really trying to drive that home to help so many people that are in need.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And when the money is raised, how do you get that to the proper places? How does that work?
So everything is on stbaldricks.org.
Okay.
So every student who wants to shave their head has to create a web page.
Okay.
And then everything is online. So if we get, money in school, we'll put it on our accounts, but everything is done through the computer.
Mm-hmm.
In order to shave your head, the student or the adult needs to raise at least $50.
Okay.
So that's a minimum. But so far, Logan's raised how much?
$280
so far.
Great job.
My man.
Yeah.
You must be so proud, sir, to have two of your staff and one of your students here in studio. We want to thank you for joining in at Double Vision, and God bless all your community efforts. It sounds like you do a lot at Waverly Avenue.
It's a great place, great community, great staff, great students, and great families. So I do appreciate the time. It's been wonderful and helping us get the word out.
Thank you very much, and we'll see you. I'll be there Wednesday, so thank you very much for supporting this whole thing. Look forward to meeting you too, sir. Thank you for calling in. So having your principal behind it must be really a major thing.
Yes, it makes it a lot easier, and he's very supportive. He's bald, or he would shave his head.
Okay, all right. And Logan, this is a good thing. You got a good relationship with your principal, right?
Yep.
What's good about him? Tell one thing that's really good about your principal.
Very nice principal, very fun.
So you don't mind going to the principal's office sometimes, do you?
No.
Very good, very good. So I'm going to ask you one. When we say most rewarding, what's the most challenging aspect of what you do?
I guess just explaining to the kids why they want it. You know, we have little kids, we have kindergartners who want to shave their heads, and I guess just explaining it to them, how important it is to understand how lucky they are.
Right.
You know, explaining it in a term where they understand that, you know, you're not just shaving your head just for a haircut. You're shaving to, you know, bring awareness and support kids just like you who are sick and can't go to school or can't have play dates.
Right. And I think that when you do give back, it makes you feel good. I mean, so if the kids are getting involved, it kind of brings that unity in the school and drives it home even more. Yeah, it's amazing. Well, you get another call here. We have Julie, who apparently is a teacher at Waverly. Are you there, Julie? Hello, are you there? Julie's not there. Okay, maybe she'll call back in. Is Julie a teacher at the school as well?
Julie's a first grade teacher, and she shaved her head last year.
Oh, okay. So is she going to do the same this year?
Her daughter is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Her daughter is. Okay, so talk about when the kids, are they excited, or how is that feeling, you know, going to be on Monday morning?
So Monday, March 12th, when we have our shave day, they are so excited. They come in before school. We give them their St. Baldrick's t-shirts that they all signed up for. And we just give them like a pep talk. We tell them, you know, you're going to be called up in groups of 10. Some are nervous. We sometimes get tears on the stage, but they are very excited to see what they've worked so hard.
That's right. And also you have a kickboxing event on that day as well. So John Koger is involved with that. Talk about that.
Yeah. So Wednesday on Valentine's Day, we are having a sweat and shave event in our school, and every student is going to be bringing in $1 to raise money for St. Baldrick's. And John Koger will be doing a workout for us.
Okay.
It's, you know, kickboxing, yoga, and he's going to make it kid friendly, and it's going to be a great time.
Okay. And talk about your relationship with John Koger, because he does a lot of amazing things. He helps a lot of people with their fitness, and he's involved with Stark. He's actually got me on board. I'm part of a trainer, so in 30 days, I hope to look a little bit better. But talk about John Koger and his passion to help others.
John has always participated in many fundraisers.
Okay.
Last year he was willing to help us fundraise. He raffled off DVD workouts. If we raise $100,000, he said he will shave off his long hair.
Okay, John. I know you're listening,
you know
buddy
John.
boy. You're holding me the test to lose weight, but you're going to shave your head on Wednesday. Or to a Monday. I can't wait for that to happen. But now Julie is back on. Julie, are you there?
I am. Hi. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for Double Vision. I got two of your colleagues here and a young man, Logan, in studio. Talk about the event and what it means to you.
Hi, everybody. Well, last year was my first year at Waverly, and it was also the first year I actually shaved my head. So in 2000, just to give you a little history, in 2010, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. So unfortunately, I'm not a stranger to cancer. So I know the scary reality of cancer, but childhood cancer is really, really scary. And just the reality of every 2 minutes a child being diagnosed with cancer is just beyond frightening to me. And knowing that and having 3 of my own children, I can't imagine. And having that personal connection to cancer and with cancer, it's something that I hold in my heart. And last year it was, I hate to say it, it was an easy decision to shave my head and to be a part of this huge fundraiser at this school. And I want to thank Mr. Ruggiero and Christina for organizing this event because it's huge. It's such a big deal. And St. Baldrick's is such an incredible charity, what it does for these children and the families. And I really am so proud to be a part of it. This year, I'm so proud to say that my 16-year-old daughter will be shaving her head at Waverly.
Nice.
As a tribute to these children who are fighting this fight. And in her words, she says that hair is nothing but an object. It can't define who you are, and I'm so proud of her. So it's just like I said, I'm proud. I'm proud to be a part of this staff. Proud to be a part of Waverly, and it's just an incredible fundraising event that we have done year after year, and every year it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And we can already see, I think, Christina, what are we, a week or two into our fundraising, and we're already at well over 12,000. So I think we'll probably break our record, which is incredible. It's so good to see.
Well, we want to thank you. We want to thank you very much. We're just about out of time. So God bless your efforts, and you're a cancer survivor. So it's doubly satisfying to help so many people. So God bless you, and thank you for calling in. We have Meg on the line from Patchogue. Meg, are you there?
Yeah.
Hi, Meg. This is Double Vision here. We have we're talking about the event that's coming up on this week. What are your thoughts about it?
I'm sorry. I think I have the wrong show.
You have the wrong show. Okay.
Megan, this is for St. Baldrick's.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we only have 30 seconds or less. Talk about your involvement in what's happening at St. Baldrick's.
So I'm from Patchogue, and I heard about this event through the website.
Okay.
And I just joined in because I wanted to help, raise money for childhood cancer. And there was no events really going on that would work with my time frame. And so being able to raise money and shave my head for a good cause is really something very important and nice to do.
Well, it's wonderful. So I want to thank you for calling in and supporting everything that they're doing at Waverly Avenue. Thank you so very much. And real quick, how can people get a hold of you guys if they want to partake in what you're doing this week?
So they can go to stbaldricks.org, and in the search bar, type in Waverly Avenue Elementary School. And the event is on March 12th, and they can donate at that link.
Well, thank you very much. And Logan, my man, keep up the good work. I want to see a picture of you with your hair off. Okay, buddy?
Okay.
God bless you. You're a hero for the day. And we have Debbie Mayfort on the line, and you have a special event coming up also. Debbie, are you there?
Hi, Steve. Yep, I'm here. Yep. On March 3rd, the Lions District 20K2 Lendinier program is having their first fundraiser called Wine and Chill. And it's going to be a wine tasting and pairing event. And it's our first fundraiser to kick off the program that we're trying to get started.
And talk about what the event is for specifically.
What we do is we raise money to get people in need hearing aids. Those that can't afford hearing aids, we will raise funds and try to get them hearing aids.
That's wonderful. How can people get tickets or contact you for further information?
Actually, they can contact Katrina, and Katrina's number is 516-509-3899.
And we just hooked it up. We're going to be there. We're going to do a live show from there. So I can't wait to meet you again, because you do such wonderful work in the community and for children and people that need hearing aids. It's wonderful what you do.
Yeah, we've done quite a few fundraisers together, Steve, and I'm looking forward to this next one being just as successful as the others.
Well, God bless. Thank you for calling in Double Vision. We'll see you shortly down the road.
Thanks, Steve. Take care.
Bye-bye. We're going to take a quick break, and after the break, another special guest. Join us.
The views, opinions, and statements expressed in the preceding program reflect the views of program contributors and do not necessarily reflect the views of WLIE Radio, its management, or its sponsors. For questions and comments, please send us an email at WLIE540AMradio@AOL.com or visit us at WLIE540AM.com.
Hi, this is Bill Shishko, host of HealthWise, 30 minutes to think about God and your health. Brought to you by your friends at Cottage Pharmacy, 8285 Jericho Turnpike in Woodbury, New York. Join us at 1 p.m. this Saturday here on WLIE Radio as we learn about nutrition, vitamins, supplements, healthy eating, diet, and so many other things. And you can call in to talk with experienced nutritionists who can answer your questions. Listen in this Saturday at 1 p.m. for HealthWise.
Download our free WLIE 540 AM app and get all the information you need right on your smartphone. Find our app at WLIE540AM.com or visit the App Store right from your phone. Our way of saying thanks for listening to WLIE 540 AM.
Cap off a weekend of watching sports by talking about it with Mark Rosenman and AJ Carter on Sports Talk New York. All the intelligent conversation, insightful interviews, and just plain fun are now right here on WLIE 540 AM from 7 to 8:30 Sunday nights. Visit their website, www.sportstalknylive.com for previews of upcoming guests. Visit their Facebook page to win prizes. That's Sports Talk New York, Sunday nights from 7 to 8:30 on WLIE 540 AM.
The Reformed Witness Hour is one of the oldest Christian radio broadcasts still on the air and spreading the good news of salvation in Jesus Christ by His sovereign grace. Tune in to 540 AM every Sunday morning at 8 to the Reformed Witness Hour, faithfully proclaiming God's Word for over 70 years.
You're listening to WLIE 540 AM, Islip, New York, a part of Universal Stations, LLC.
The views, opinions, and statements expressed in the following program reflect the views of program contributors and do not necessarily reflect the views of WLIE Radio, its management, or its sponsors. For questions and comments, please send us an email at WLIE540AMradio@AOL.com or visit us at WLIE540AM.com.
Who says being cheap is a good thing? CheapoAir.com. That too. There's nothing wrong with getting more for your money with being smart with being cheap. Download, click, or call now to save on flights, hotels, and rental cars. Go ahead. Be smart. Be cheap. Book online or call 888-657-7773. And if you're not already a member, join the Cheapo Air Rewards program and get started with 500 instant points to use on future CheapoAir.com purchases.
CheapoAir.com.
Go ahead. Be cheap.
Sweep me away into your waterfall. Into your waterfall.
This is Double Vision, WLIE 540 AM, serving New York, New Jersey, Connecticut. If you want to join in, please do at 631-955-5400. And that is the sound of Gracious Vine. And we have Doreen Jansen in studio, who's the Executive Director of Soundview Pregnancy Services. And Doreen, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here.
Yes, when you hear that music, what do you think?
I'm thinking a concert's coming up.
Yeah, I'm thinking
Yes.
concert too. Talk about the concert a little bit.
Yes, I'm very excited. We have a triple header Christian concert on March 10th at Centerpoint Church in Massapequa. And the Gracious Vine Band will be there, as well as the Paul Paoli Band and a band called Red Words. And they are just graciously going to be doing this fundraiser for us.
Yes.
And it's just going to be a great night. It's only $10 to purchase a ticket online before the show. But if you wanted to just come the day of the show, it would be $15 at the door.
Wow, it's
So-
amazing. And talk about what you do specifically. What's your passion, your agency, and what message do you want to get out there?
Yes, well, I am the Executive Director of Soundview Pregnancy Services, and what we do is we offer compassionate care to women and men who are facing an unplanned pregnancy. So we offer them not only a free pregnancy test, but we can offer them free sonogram services. And the purpose in this is that they would actually see the heartbeat of their baby as early as 6 weeks,
Right.
and make that connection that this really is a human being, that this is a life,
Yes.
and that it has value, and that it's their baby. And a very, very high percentage of women who do see this baby on sonogram will choose life.
Right.
And then to back up that decision, we have tons of resources for them. We do counseling and coaching throughout the course of their pregnancy, and then even after their baby's born, they're welcome to come back to our centers and continue coaching with their, maybe perhaps their partners. If they do come back together, that's wonderful. We teach them about co-parenting. We teach them about how to raise children, and it's all done just in a very loving and compassionate manner. Every client is treated with dignity and respect, and we just love them, and they feel that. And we've seen lives being transformed really from the inside out just from being a part of our center.
That's amazing. We purposely left this song running because our first guest on the phone there is with us. Are you there, Joanna?
I am.
Yes. Say hello to Doreen. So I was telling
Hi.
Doreen we had a special guest on the line, and we kind of play your music a little bit and talk about what the event means for you, Joanna, and Gracious Vine.
Well, I mean, we're just thrilled to be able to support something that is, close to our hearts. Obviously, life is one of the most important things that we all cherish. And there's so many misconceptions out there that I think, with the other side of the argument. But I think with supporting this, it just, I think a lot more people will actually see it and consider the reality of the power of life. And so I think that it's just important to us to support it and to really help make a stand.
And we're very grateful for that, Joanna. We really do appreciate all that you're doing and your love and support for this ministry. And it's just fantastic. We love it.
So, Joanna, how'd you come across Doreen and her efforts? How'd that all unfold?
Well, actually, some time ago, I had connected with her with regard to an interview and stuff, just to help get the word out about what it is that she does and what the services are that are offered, and the agency and the ministry itself. So we kind of connected at that point, and we've kind of had our lives crisscross paths over the years. And so this is just another way to add to the tapestry, as it were.
Well, it's amazing. You do such wonderful work, and we've been friends for the last couple of years. And your band, everybody in the band is amazing. Not just the music, but when you could share the word of God in the music and talk between songs and really connect with the audience, that's what it's all about, right?
It really is. Yeah, it really is. Because there's so much to be able to present. And a lot of the times music can convey such powerful message, and you can get that across in 3 minutes. So that's part of why we love to be able to share with the music so often. But it's great to be able to just share anytime we go out, whether it's spoken, whether I'm speaking, or whether we're sharing in song.
Well, thank you for calling in and supporting Doreen's efforts here. And I can't wait to see you at this event on March 10th.
Absolutely. We hope everybody comes out. Let's fill the seats for Soundview.
Thank you, Joanna.
All right. God bless. So, Doreen, talk about getting people together. What does that mean for you? I mean, probably from different walks of life. It must be kind of an exciting time, but also you have a message, a powerful message for young women out there, and that needs to get across.
Right. Well, the message that we have for young women is that there are other options if they're facing an unplanned pregnancy, other than, am I still? Okay, I'm sorry. I disconnected myself. Sorry about that.
I say you're reconnected.
Yeah,
now.
I'm reconnecting. Yes. Yes, that there are other options, that there is hope, and we want to be those voices of hope for these women. I just had a young woman share with me recently She's actually a volunteer with our ministry, and she's been so since 2015, and just told me that, she's a Christian, and she did have an abortion. And she said that everyone in her life told her she was crazy for having a baby. And she said, if one person would have asked me not to do it, I wouldn't have done it. And that's what I feel like we can be sometimes for these young women, is just that one voice that gives them the hope that and the confidence that they need to go forward in their pregnancy.
That's well said.
Yes.
And you have 2 facilities, correct?
Yes, we do. We have a center in Center Reach on Middle Country Road, and one in on Hempstead Turnpike in East Meadow in Nassau County.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're really out there in the communities.
Yeah,
I'm sure
absolutely.
people come there. And how
Mhm.
can people get a hold of you? They're just tuning in,
Yeah.
to help.
Yeah, absolutely. Our website is www.soundviewpregnancy.com. And you could give our centers a call, 631-676-7990. And in Nassau County, it's 516-430-7990.
Well, we're lighting up the phone lines here. We have Lauren from Smithtown. Are you there, Lauren?
Yeah, I'm here.
Thank you for calling Double Vision. We have Doreen Jansen in studio. What are your thoughts about her work and what's going on at Soundview?
Well, I have just been listening, and I think what you guys are doing is great. I just had a question because my friend actually just recently found out she's pregnant, and she told her parents about the pregnancy. They're basically telling her that she should just get an abortion, and her boyfriend says that he'll support her either way, whatever she decides. I personally think she's leaning towards getting an abortion too, but I just wanted your advice on how to talk to her, or if there's anything that you guys do, if there's anything Soundview does for a situation like this.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. She's exactly who we want to talk to. And thank you for calling and wanting to know how to handle a very delicate situation like that. Being a friend, sometimes you have to say things to your friend that maybe they don't want to hear, but sometimes it's that one friend, like I was just talking about, that could slow this process down. And that's what I would say to her, before you make a decision that you're not going to be able to undo, why not get all your information, get all the facts? And I would send her to Soundview, because what we can do is we can present her with all of her information, all of her choices, which includes abortion information. We don't refer for abortion, but we can educate her on the risks of abortion, what abortion looks like. If she goes into an abortion clinic, they won't give her that information. They will not show her the sonogram. We will show her the sonogram, and there's a reason that they don't show her the sonogram, because they know that once she sees that life, that she will choose probably to have that baby. But I would recommend that she come in, that she talk to a nurse, and we can just sit down with her. We have a medical staff, we have a counseling staff that can help her in this decision-making process. And we're not going to enforce our views on her. We're going to give her all the information, and she's going to make that decision on her own. So please have her give us a call.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for calling
Thank
in
you.
and being a great friend, because to call into a radio station and a show and to advocate and try to get support for your friend is unbelievable.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
All
you.
right. Well, thank you.
And the stats show approximately 67.8 per 1,000 women aged 15 to 19. Nearly 750,000 American teenagers become pregnant each year. That's in 2012, so it might have changed a little bit. And the majority of these pregnancies, 82%, are unintended. Are those stats pretty?
Those are pretty accurate.
Pretty accurate.
Yeah.
What does that mean to you when you hear those numbers?
Well, it's just alarming. It just speaks to the decision making that this culture is making in terms of their relationships and their sexuality. And I just feel like there just needs to be more education. I think our generation just doesn't realize the cause and effect sometimes of the decisions that they're making. So we really do want to be partners with parents and youth leaders and help to educate our young people about the risks of being sexually active way too soon. And which STDs are a part of that risk as well. So
since 2011, the ministry that you've expanded, medical services, have been rebranded and launched at Soundview Pregnancy Services, and they have opened 2 brand new facilities, which you just talked about before. Talk about the staff that goes on and what they're like and their supportive efforts. Why is that so important?
Yeah, well, first of all, we have a medical director who's absolutely wonderful. He volunteers his time, and he allows us to operate under his medical license, which is amazing. And under him, we have our nurse manager who oversees both of our centers and trains up all of our nurses and sonographers they have to go through extensive training and certification to be able to do these sonograms. And then we also have client advocates and client services directors who are there to meet and greet with the clients and sit down and help them work through their decision from an emotional standpoint. So we have our medical team and we have our counseling team that work in tandem together for each woman.
Right. And people just tuning into Double Vision, Soundview offers life-giving alternatives to abortion with education and the compassionate cares of Jesus Christ. Now, you're married to a pastor.
Yeah.
This is a Christian station. So talk about what that means to you to kind of give that message back. And it seems like in the church or out of the church, you're giving that message each and every day.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, I don't like to share this statistic, but it's a fact. It was Lifeway Research did a survey and found that 1 in 4 women who have had an abortion are currently attending a church. So this is not a problem that's out there. It's in the church also. And so our endeavor is to connect with pastors and to help come alongside the church to be able to be a resource to the body of Christ, to the churches, to first of all, let them know that we're here, because churches are just not equipped to be able to deal with a crisis pregnancy situation.
Right.
We would like to see that changed over time so that we can bring education to the churches. But for right now, we're really looking to connect with and build relationships with churches here on Long Island.
That's wonderful. In case people just tuning in again, talk about the event that's coming up, and how they can get tickets to support your efforts at Soundview.
Yes, we have a triple header Christian concert coming up on March 10th. And it will be held at Centerpoint Church in Massapequa. And we have 3 wonderful bands who are going to be performing. We have Gracious Vine, we have the Paul Paoli Band, and Red Words. The tickets are $10. You can go online and at eventbrite.com/Soundview Pregnancy Services and purchase your tickets online, or you can buy them at the door for $15 that evening.
That's wonderful. And you kind of do radio stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
So not just in the church, not at Soundview, you want to get that across on the airwaves too.
Yes.
Talk about that a little bit.
I've been given a great opportunity on Hope Radio, which is 94.9 FM. And I've just started a new show called The Real View. And so what I'm going to be talking about are issues related to the sanctity of life, related to this issue of abortion, pro-life, but also delving into issues of marriage and family and healthy dating relationships. And we're going to be bringing some topics on leadership and really building into the next generation. Our desire is to build a culture of life for the next generation.
So you never sleep, do you?
Sometimes, yeah, in between all of that, yes.
But it's amazing. I took a
Yes.
tour of your facility, and it's wonderful. All the staff there are wonderful. It's tranquil, the colors, everything. It makes people feel comfortable and to kind of put their problems aside a little bit, but also to kind of establish that trust and rapport, which I would imagine is very important.
Our greatest desire is to provide a safe haven for these young women.
Right. Wonderful work.
Yes.
Wonderful work. One more time, how can people get a hold of you?
SoundviewPregnancy.com, or you can call our centers at 631-676-7990 or 516-430-7990.
All right. God bless. That's
Thank you.
Doreen Jansen. Wonderful work at Soundview. We're going to take a quick break, and after the break, Laura Campbell.
Who says being cheap is a good thing? CheapoAir.com. That's who. There's nothing wrong with getting more for your money with being smart with being cheap. Download, click, or call now to save on flights, hotels, and rental cars. Go ahead. Be smart. Be cheap. Book online or call 888-657-7773. And if you're not already a member, join the Cheapo Air Rewards program and get started with 500 instant points to use on future CheapoAir.com purchases.
CheapoAir.com.
Go ahead. Be cheap. Did you just look down at your phone? You did it again, didn't you? You know, you're flying down the road in a 3-ton hunk of steel, and a text takes your eyes off the road for an average of 5 seconds. At 55 miles per hour, that's long enough to travel the length of a football field and cause some serious damage. turn it off. Trust me, whatever it is, you'll live.
Learn more at stoptextsstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Laura Campbell, the certified crisis counselor at the Community Education Coordinator for Long Island Crisis Center. Woo, there's a lot there. Laura, welcome to the studio here.
Thank you. Good
Laura,
to be here.
Yeah, great. You do outstanding work, and we've known each other for so many years. And why do you do what you do?
Well, as you know, my life has had a lot of transitions. We've talked about transitions recently, right?
Yes, we have.
So I was vice president of the bank for 13 years. And then I was able to stay home with my kids, which was wonderful, awesome. And I volunteered a lot. I volunteered at Winthrop Child Life Department. I volunteered at the Crisis Center, Make-A-Wish. And I realized what was outside of my little Park Avenue office was a whole lot of people needing help.
Right.
And so I went back to college at 40. I went back to school, and I was given a great job at the Crisis Center as the community education person there. So I spent a lot of my days in schools and colleges, universities, community centers, facilitating trainings. And I was at an alternative school today, which was awesome. And our crisis hotline is 24/7. It's free, it's anonymous, it's confidential. We have hundreds of resources for people. So it's a tremendous service. Call volume's been going up. Lots of people reaching out for help, which is amazing. We have students, Steve, now as young as like 11 calling.
Wow.
And one of the counselors said to me, "It's so sad. We had an 11-year-old student call in," and I said, "Why is it sad?" And she said, "Well, because they're 11 and 12 and they're going through so much in middle school." And I said, "Well, they've always been going through so much. They just never called in before."
Right.
So, reaching out for help. And then, so I love the work I do at the Crisis Center. Then in addition to that, I started a business, and I'm a partner in the John Maxwell team, the largest leadership organization in the world. So when you said leadership,
I just joined them.
You did
Wow.
not.
I did. I just talked to somebody.
See,
right
that's
before
what I do.
came
I
here.
bring people together that are already together.
There is a law of attraction. It's real.
George, I can't get that in.
It's real. So we have to talk.
Yes, we do.
So I'm going to Costa Rica.
I'll just sit here on the side. You ladies, there's too many ladies in this room anyway.
You have no chance.
Okay.
Our team is going to Costa Rica in March. That's why I won't be there for that event. Otherwise, I would be there for sure. And we're training, there are about 250 of us going, and we're training 8,000 people in leadership in the education system in the country of Costa Rica.
Wow.
So I started coaching on my own because you know that I believe human potential is infinite. People could live the life of their dreams any day they want.
I want to be a leader. How do I be a leader? Do I have to join something?
join the John
a club?
Maxwell team.
How do I join?
You're a leader. You are a
I
leader.
am a leader.
That's the thing about leadership is that you don't need to be in a position to be a leader.
Oh, okay.
Positional leadership is the least effective form of leadership.
What's the most rewarding aspect? You go from school to school, building to building, looking at helping young people. What's the most rewarding aspect of what you do, and why do you keep doing it?
I have to pick one.
A couple of them.
I wake up, I jump out of bed every morning, excited to where I'm going, who I might meet, who I might be able to help in any way. Our students are struggling. They are. And I think the most rewarding for me is when they get it. You can tell. Today, I was at an alternative school. A girl asked to speak to me after, and there was something I said that resonated with her. And she wanted to talk about how she can go down another road, even if everyone in her family is down the same road. But she doesn't want to be down that road. Does she have to be? And how do I not go down that road when everyone else is?
Right.
So talk about rewarding. I don't know if it gets better than that.
It doesn't. It doesn't. And what's the most challenging aspect of what you do? Because I would imagine working at a crisis center, you're there hearing crisis day in and day out, 24/7, like you said earlier. How do you deal with that?
Well, when I first started working there, my friends, people that knew me well, they said it was never going to work because I was very sensitive, a very sensitive person, and they thought I would not do well with that. My husband thought I would start taking children home. So, but crisis happens every day.
Right.
And it's going to happen whether I choose to help or not. So when I came to that realization, that's when I changed. I want to be there. I want to help people in crisis, and
Right.
people that are in crisis are those that don't know what to do.
Right. Yeah, year after year, I bring students to your facility in Belmore. Right.
I love that.
And these students are challenged or involved with heavy stuff sometimes, and they come across like they're rough and tough, but when they get with you, they're like talking about their feelings and supporting and loving each other. How do you make that magic happen?
When they come, can I say their name or no?
Sure.
No,
maybe not. Yeah.
Okay, but when that group comes, it's one of my favorite days. They all make fun of me at the crisis center because that's my favorite day. It's connection. It's about being real and genuine. And the thing about students, they figure you out in about 3 minutes,
right?
Whether or not you're there because you really care about them or not. And I'm there because I really care about them.
Right.
That's it. End of story. There's zero agenda.
So you can walk into any school, any situation, and in 3 minutes, they know that your heart is into it.
Well, or they would know that my heart wasn't. Like they have a great
You personally,
sense.
though. You personally.
Yeah, I tend to connect well with students,
Right.
but I love to connect. I love people. You know that about me.
Right.
So
I'm just trying to share the love with everybody else out there.
listen, and when we vibrate love, it's the highest level of vibration in the world.
Right.
And if you want to talk about God, that is the greatest gift he gives us. So we vibrate on love and everything just comes to us. That's how life works.
Right. It's amazing. Since you have two ladies that are still here, we have Ellen from Baldwin. She actually has a question for Doreen. So, Lori, do you mind?
Oh, no. Great.
All right. Ellen, are you there?
Yes, I am. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. You have Doreen in studio and Laura Campbell. You have a question or a thought about today's show?
I was wondering if you have anything available for post-abortive women at your centers.
Wow, I'm glad you asked that question because yes, we do. I think one of the misconceptions about pregnancy centers is that we're very harsh with the women and we make them feel bad about their decisions and shameful that they would even think about having an abortion. And of course, we wouldn't want that for them. But what we do counsel our ladies is that, here's all the information. We believe in the sanctity and the value of life. But should you choose, based on your circumstances, to not go forward with this pregnancy, we want you to know that if you struggle with that emotionally, we will still be here for you. And we have post-abortion recovery groups that are ongoing. And these groups and this program has brought tremendous healing to women who have suffered from post-abortion stress syndrome for decades. So thank you for asking that question. That's very important.
Yeah, thank you for calling. It's a wonderful question. We're going to switch gears real quick. We don't have a lot of time. Laura, how can people get a hold of you, or how can they utilize the Crisis Center as well?
Well, the Crisis Center hotline is 516-679-1111. We also answer the National Suicide Prevention Hotline, which is 1-800-273-8255. A lot of students know that number now because our man Logic came out with a song that he named the National Suicide Prevention Hotline.
Okay.
And I'll tell you, when that song came out, we had young people calling saying, hey, is this real? Like, can we really call this number? So Logic talk about leadership. He used his platform as an artist and an influencer to spread the word in suicide prevention. So we owe him big.
Wow. So I'm going to ask you real quick, 1 minute, both ladies here. 2018, what does that mean to you? What do you want to do with 2018?
I want to help people to change their lives.
Mm-hmm.
I want to help people to challenge old beliefs. We have people living by beliefs that they formed when they were 12, and they're not challenging them to live a better life. So it's about courage and change for me.
Well said, Doreen.
I really believe in building a culture of life, and whatever ways that we can do that by education, speaking, and talking to youth groups, and just being a resource for women who are facing that crisis decision. We want to be there as a resource.
You guys are both leaders. I'm going to be on the leader bandwagon.
You're on. You're a leader.
All right. Okay, I got you.
You're a true leader.
All right. Well, that's another edition of Double Vision, and such wonderful guests here with wonderful messages. Come on back here next week. We'll do the same thing all over again with a couple of different people. God bless. Take care of each other.
The views, opinions, and statements expressed in the preceding program reflect the views of program contributors and do not necessarily reflect the views of WLIE Radio, its management, or its sponsors. For questions and comments, please send us an email at WLIE540AMradio@AOL.com or visit us at WLIE540AM.com.
Hi, I'm Pastor Bill Shishko, inviting you to tune in to a visit to the Pastor's Study every Saturday from 12 noon to 1 p.m. here on WLIE Radio. We bring biblically faithful pastoral ministry to you, and we invite you to visit the Pastor's Study by calling in with your questions. Our time will be lively, useful, sometimes controversial, but never dull. Join us this Saturday at 12 noon for a visit to the Pastor's Study, because everyone needs a pastor.
The Herman Singh Community Radio